All right, welcome back, guys and girls, to another episode with myself, Luke. So in today's episode, we're going to jump into the Bitcoin price in just a second, where we're heading to in the short term, and also we will check out some of the news. So it's going to be a quick one today. I'm at work, so I have to jump back into class in just a second. So without further ado, big things are happening tomorrow over in the States. We know that the Federal Reserve, their upcoming rate decision is taking center stage, as it says here. So tomorrow, the Federal Reserve, the meeting is set for Wednesday, the 18th of September, and this is something that I've been talking about on my channel for many weeks, even back in August, possibly even July. We were not going to have a massive rally due to the fact that September usually we know is Rectember, and then because of this news tomorrow, we've been pretty much just going sideways, slightly down in Bitcoin's price. It hasn't been very volatile for sure over the past so many weeks, so many days. I mean, it's almost 200 days now where we've been stuck in this huge bull flag, since all the way, February 28th, all the way to now. It says 203 days where we have just been going sideways, like this tennis match here inside this massive bull flag. But when this thing takes off, it's going to be really, I don't want to use the word violent, but it's going to be volatile. Most likely, if the cycles repeat, then it's going to be an absolute rocket ship to higher price levels. So I'm not going to go into all those price levels for the end of this year. You can go and check out other videos that I've done over the past few weeks looking at those price points. Right now, I just want to look at short term, what this means for Bitcoin, and also for the altcoins as well. So basically what's happening in the market is everybody is skeptical, so nobody's really jumping into trades at the moment. I mean, the bulls are having a good day at this moment, but it's similar, parallel to yesterday. We're forming, I'm not going to call them train tracks because they're not completely identical, but you can see the uncertainty of what's going to happen tomorrow. So basically tomorrow, I don't know exactly, I guess it's around 2 p.m. US time, we'll see. We're going to expect a larger than expected cut, and it could signal deeper concerns about the US economy, potentially dampening investor sentiment. So this is like obviously the bearish scenario that could happen. I mean, Bitcoin, it's a law to itself, it does what it wants. But right now I'm going to show you some key levels to be very careful of if you're jumping into a trade. If you're dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin is cheap, especially in the next 5-10 years. You're going to look back at 58k and you're going to say, wow, that was it was still quite cheap. So the ultimate truth is, who knows what will happen tomorrow with Bitcoin. Long term, for sure, we're going to go sky high past that 6-figure, but short term, anything could happen. So we need to hold some key support levels, and some of those support levels are 58,000, which I've been looking at very intently over the past 24 hours. So yeah, 58k down here is going to be huge support here. I'm going to turn this into green. So if we do dump below this support of 58k, let's just go to the lower time frames. The 4 hour will be good. So we did get a bounce off it, but we did get rejected at 60k last Friday. And of course over the weekend it was quite boring, which is good. We had the dump over on the Monday. We've got that bounce. So if we continue with this bounce, I don't expect us to go above 60k today or tomorrow due to the Federal Reserve announcement. If it's good news for Bitcoin, if it's good news for crypto, then we could very fast head towards 70,000 before you know it. It could just happen within a few days, a few weeks, or going into... Sorry, I'm getting a phone call. Let me just get rid of that. There we go. So yeah, we could rocket ship to, first of all, that $64,000 level, which I've spoken about, which is there's some key resistance just here. And then, of course, we'll start talking about then the $68K to $70,000 range. But it could happen so fast. I've seen this many times in crypto, where it's been boring for such a long time. All of a sudden, bam, we're off, and that's it. People start missing out. So the bullish perspective, if it's good news tomorrow, now that we don't go below 58K, we've got that bounce off it, then we're going to smash through that 60,000, go straight up to that 64,000, and then we can start talking about that $70,000, that 70,000 US dollar level, and then we'll be around our all-time high, our recent all-time high, because we got to an all-time high back in May and June. So that's the good news. The bad news is if we have, I don't know, some major news tomorrow or some event this month, then yeah, if we drop below the 58K, then most likely we come back down to the $54,000 level. And I've said it before, I don't think we're going to go back into the 30K. I mean, it could, but I highly doubt it. We'll probably come and retest that $49,000 level to $52,000 level that I've spoke about a lot on my channel as well. So that would be bad, but it would be fantastic buying opportunities to jump into trading a position with a maybe low leverage trade position here, a swing long position, or if you're just DCAing, if you just DCAing into Bitcoin each week, each month, then you can always keep buying it at lower prices. I mean, eventually, like I've been saying, and many people keep saying that have been in Bitcoin for a long time, we are definitely going towards the six figure, and then eventually Bitcoin will be, before you know it, 500,000 and 1 million. So if it starts dropping, I mean, yes, it's not good, but at least you can buy crypto, and at least you can buy Bitcoin cheaper if we do go back to these levels. I wish Bitcoin would go down to 20K really fast, and I'll be buying it up, a lot of it, if we went down to those levels, which is very unlikely. I mean, if we go down to those levels now, we're back in a bear market. So for me, worst case scenario would be the 44K level. Wait there, yeah, the 44K level, 43, 44K would be like the worst case scenario, but I don't think we will stay down there too long, and then for the rest of this year, because we know what happens at the end of this year. And I mean, we've only got 2 weeks of September left, and then everybody knows if the cycles repeat, October hits and it's off to the races. So the levels just to look out for if you're shorting this, again, you've got my Bitflex and Bybit links in the description below. If you're going to short this, just wait for that breakdown below 58K, and you can trade it down to our target here of 54,000 first, which would be the bottom of the bull flag. After that, then we're going to start looking at prices like 50 to 52,000, and if we break through that, then of course, like I've just mentioned, those price targets all the way down here. But it's the bull market. I'm very optimistic that we're going to get this bounce now off that 58K. Let's see what tomorrow brings. It's going to be interesting to see the news tomorrow. If it goes the way it goes, if it goes well, I should say, then we could see something really fast where we just come flying up here and we come back to our $64,000 to $68,000 level. As soon as we get past that, what's interesting now is we're getting towards, I mean, surely we can't go any lower than what we did back down here. But if we go back up to the 66, now this, the top, the resistance of the bull flag, we've hit it a few times, here, and here, and the more times you hit the resistance, and it's the same for the downside, then the weaker it gets, and more likely, or most likely, you would smash through it. And it's the same for the support as well. If we keep hitting the support like we've done here, and back here, then it's going to weaken the support and we could go a lot lower. So time will tell. It's all, I mean, just be patient again in the market. Don't do anything rash, and just wait for the breakdown or the breakout. For me, if it breaks down, then I will be waiting for a swing long position, a bit lower. If it breaks to the upside, then I will be looking at jumping in as soon as we get past the resistance of the bull flag. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comments section below. If you think Bitcoin, if we're going to have a bad outcome tomorrow, if you think Bitcoin's going to go a lot lower. I know some of my friends do. Some of my friends still think we're going to go back into the 30k range, or if you think Bitcoin is going to go a lot higher. So that's pretty much it for today. So just be patient, let the news come and go tomorrow, and then start thinking about your trades maybe towards the end of this week. Just let's get past the 18th. Again, not financial advice. Let's just get past tomorrow, see what tomorrow brings, and then from Thursday onwards we can start talking about trade setups and also which altcoins I will be jumping into. And if there's any altcoins that you're interested in, let me know in the comments section below. So thanks guys and girls for sticking to the end. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, and I will see you next time.